Hi, guys. Welcome to Love, Growth, and Freedom with Adrian Duarte. This podcast is all about life and all things that comes with it. This is a safe space to be vulnerable, to talk about love, inspire growth, and encourage freedom. Join me and rediscover life's complexities that make things worthwhile. Hey guys, welcome to Love, Growth, and Freedom with Adrian Duarte. And tonight I have a special guest coming along.
Hi!
It's Nicole Mercado, guys. So we're gonna talk about self-awareness tonight. And she's gonna join me and tell you guys what are her tips on being self-aware and why do we have to be self-aware. Okay, so Nicole, can you tell me what self-awareness is for you and why do you think it's very important for us to be very aware of ourselves?
Okay, self-awareness to me is important because you have to know like your triggers, you have to know yourself so you could accept yourself. Ganun. Kasi if you don't know yourself, how are you gonna accept na you're like this, you're like that? And like there's a line between knowing yourself that you just love yourself because alam mong ganito ka, or it's you can hate yourself for it na I'm like this. So dapat
And not do anything about it.
dapat tanggap natin yung sarili natin. That's why self-awareness is key.
Exactly, because we talked about last episode about being very, acknowledging yourself, getting to know who you are. So this part of our podcast naman, we'll talk about the other step of actually trying to acknowledge yourself. So being self-aware is more than just knowing who you are, but it's also being aware of the bad things that you bring to the table and the good things as well, and knowing how to change yourself for the better. If you want to improve on some things, especially hindi man tayo perfect, things are going to be different every time that we encounter certain problems. So, yun nga, and then a real complete definition of self-awareness is a conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. So yeah, I think it's also important din naman for us to be very aware of our decisions. Kasi sometimes we think that our decisions don't affect other people, but they do. They in a lot of ways they incredibly affect our lives, like our relationships, our friendships, and everything. So yeah, Nicole's gonna help us tonight. We're gonna talk about the things that she wants to impart on us and how to be more aware of yourself. So can you tell me what are the key things that you want to talk to us about tonight?
Okay, yung self-awareness, I got this from Mark Manson, the author of Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I
Okay,
bet
yeah.
y'all know that, and it
I
was a
know.
really good book.
Everybody's
So I
getting
read
that
this
book.
thing about, like, he wrote that there's 3 levels of self-awareness, and I just actually discussed this with my friend. So, self-awareness, there's 3 levels. The first level is knowing what you're doing. So, basically, every day, para tayong autopilot, like we wake up,
Yeah.
eat breakfast, we go to work. And in the everyday things that we do, we all have like distractions. Parang, kunwari, bigla kang magpo-phone, bigla kang, alam mo yun, like, may
Yeah.
gagawin kang distractions from your everyday life.
And sometimes hindi
But-
ka talaga conscious eh. Like,
Yeah.
minsan napapagamit ka lang ng cellphone
Oo,
just because nakasanayan
ganon.
ka na. Yeah.
But he said here that we avoid pain through distraction. So we all have distraction. Like, it's not bad, but you have to know when it's getting bad.
You
Like,
have to know the limit.
oo,
The
parang
limit.
everyone can have a distraction, sure, but you can't let your distractions control you. Like, kunwari, magpo-phone ka habang nag-aaral. Pwede naman eh, pero hindi yung magpo-phone ka na tapos hindi ka na mag-aaral, dire-diretso na. So, yung mga ganon, dapat alam mo, and when you're getting too much of your distractions, you should like sit yourself down and like, okay, like, something's wrong, like, parang ganon. Parang, if you indulge yourself too much with the distractions that you do, you have to know na, like,
May
I'm
limit
not
talaga.
okay. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
okay.
yeah.
I'm not
You have
focused.
to acknowledge that there's something wrong
Yeah.
with that part, not
And
because you're overindulging.
The thing with self-awareness in distractions is that it's okay to do it as long as you can rein back in
Exactly.
what you're doing.
So that's, yun nga yung part na you have to know yourself and
Yeah.
the things that you actually indulge in. Kasi parang if you don't know yourself that level, you won't be able to stop yourself from being, in touch with activities and distractions that find you in a spot, like, takes you away from
Yeah.
your consciousness. Kasi parang, yun nga, autopilot. She mentioned about autopilot. And that happens to me a lot. Like, there are moments na I would be so ready for my routine and I would forget sometimes my shoes, my earphones or whatever. And my mom's gonna be upset with me like, lagi ka na pag alis mo, meron kang babalikan sa loob ng bahay. Because minsan naka-autopilot na ako, hindi ko na alam kung anong nangyayari. I just get the things that I find
Yeah, true.
important. So, being aware of it, at least alam mo kung saan ka lumalampas. So, yun.
Yeah.
So, she tells us about being aware with what you do. So, I guess, tips on that, list down. Oo, alamin mo yung routine mo and figure out the things that are not part of
Yeah,
it.
and
diba?
like with in line with that, parang hindi ka dapat compulsive. Parang the first level of self-awareness is knowing when or like where your mind goes and when it goes there. Like,
and how to stop it.
yeah. Like, guys, huwag tayong masyadong magpakain sa mga distractions natin. And if ever nagpakain ka, dapat alamin mo na, I mean,
Sorry, it's a thing.
I mean, if nakain ka ng distractions mo, dapat alam mo na, okay, mali ito.
Totoo. Like, there is a certain limit talaga. For like, paulit-ulit kami with the limit. But for us kasi as people, kami ni Nicole, we know kasi when our limits like reached. Yeah, honestly. Like, for example, if kami napapansin namin when we don't do something for a long time,
Yeah.
we're like, okay,
mali ito.
I have to be an adult na ulit. Like, let's
Na
have to
parang,
come back.
I've been partying too much. Like, guys, stop na. Like, I need to focus on my ganito.
Like, maglalaho siya and she'll tell me, okay guys, I'll hibernate.
Yeah, like, okay guys, I'm having too much of, like, masyado na tong good time. Bye.
Bye. Tapos, you wouldn't hear from her for quite a while. And then
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, what's new with your life? I'm gonna ask her. And she's gonna be, nothing. I've been working lang. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because, like, honestly, I feel like parang baka may image ako na wala na akong ibang ginawa kundi uminom and whatever. Pero honestly, face lang yun.
Yeah, nagkaroon lang talaga ng moment.
Face lang yun, and we love to celebrate. But the thing is, we don't like celebrate irresponsibly.
Exactly.
Like, we go out, we drink, and we do that because we know like we're in an okay place. We don't like drink na tangin na wala na kaming lahat pera, may pasok bukas. Like, di naman ganun, guys. Like, well, responsibly. Distract
Exactly.
yourself responsibly.
Kasi parang, totoo, the fact that kinakain ng sistema with work, there's a lot of de-stressing that you can do. And sometimes yung sa amin is alcohol talaga. And we go out and we drink. I mean, that's part of it. Pero other de-stressing naman namin is gym. There's a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
So, Kinon, let's go.
Okay.
On to
So,
next.
so that's the first level of self-awareness. The next level of self-awareness is knowing what the hell you're feeling. Because we don't, sometimes when we get too distracted, we don't deal with our emotions. And training your mind to be less distracted. Parang, that's when people like meditate, diba, ganon. And some people naman get overwhelmed by their own feelings kasi tinatago nila to. So I guess the next thing is acknowledge that this is what you feel.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
Kunwari, mapapansin mo na, okay, when I get really angry, I tend to like punch the wall, ganon. That alam mo na parang, okay, I'm angry, but I can be angry in a better way. Parang pwede ka naman magalit, tapos pwede kang makipag-usap na parang, okay, I'm angry. Pero if aware ka na when you get angry and you like start throwing things, parang you have to know na, okay, I am angry. I acknowledge that I'm angry, but I can be angry properly. Diba?
Yeah. You have to know kasi sometimes the things that we fear about emotions, it's because we don't know what we feel. We don't name it. Hindi natin like...
Iniiwasan.
Like, but here, if you want to be self-aware, the tip here is you have to acknowledge na your feelings. Then again, coming back to getting to know yourself, acknowledging your own self. Because yun nga, in this world, sometimes people won't acknowledge you. Sometimes even your friends would forget to acknowledge you. And it's not their fault. And it's not anybody's fault. But it's because they're also consumed with their own things. So like, yun nga, we can still talk about that in other podcast episodes about low maintenance friends and whatever. But they're real and true. But eto nga, sa point na to with emotions, when you name your emotions and when you get to tell which emotions that you are feeling, you're able to control it. You're able to talk to yourself and allow yourself to feel it without actually letting it out so much. Diba? Like you're not being self-destructive, you're not being an anger issue guy or whatever. Like there's so many
and
other consequences that come for not acknowledging your feelings.
like that's why people go to therapy kasi yun, it's healthy to let out what you feel. And kasi some people just get lost. Alam mo yung parang heartbroken, forever ka na heartbroken. May mga ganon. And sometimes emotions talaga are also distractions from other emotions. So like, it's scary that there can be temporary emotions, but the underlying emotions with it is that kunwari, you're sad, kunwari, you're heartbroken, and you look at pictures of dogs. And for a while, parang yung emotions mo parang happy. But you're really just like covering up na, okay, I'm sad. I'm not saying it's bad, but like, it's just an endless loop.
If you're gonna keep on hiding in the mask of I'm happy or keep forgetting about your feelings and not feeling it. Sasabog at sasabog din kasi.
Oo, parang i-acknowledge mo na ito yung nararamdaman mo. And ganito ka. Pag ito yung nararamdaman mo. Like, I get petty when I'm angry. I drink too much when I'm happy. Parang,
pero you
guys,
still have to be aware
snap
of
out
those
of it.
talaga.
Like,
pag ganun kasi, nagiging self-destructive na. So you have to stop yourself and be like, okay, I gotta man up or I gotta sissy this up. Diba? Like, wag na, tama
we can
na.
all be better with dealing our emotions.
Yeah, kasi parang minsan we keep running from it and then wala na. Magiging, mamamanhid tayo to the point na hindi natin alam na what we do is already toxic to the people around us.
You can't be, emotions, sobrang hindi mo talaga siya makokontrol. Kasi, iba-iba tayo. And sometimes, kunwari, if you're feeling depressed or if you have anxiety, sometimes, whatever you're feeling, if your mental health is, scaling down, sometimes you have to strip it down to maybe traumatic experiences in the past or kunwari ngayon, toxic ka sa friends mo or whatever, tapos na-realize mong toxic ka kasi parang
abandonment issues.
Oo, ganon. Parang you have to dig deep into where like these are like your emotions are rooting from.
And like if you can't really deal with it na, it's better to ask help.
Yeah, you can ask help, guys. Mental health is real.
Like in this day and age, I know it's still quite hard, but there will be people who are willing to listen to you.
Yeah.
Like, kami as friends here, like we all say, we're in a level of friendship kasi that we can talk honestly about things that we feel. Like, even though may I told you so moment yung mga mangyayari or like may eye roll and
but
be
we
like,
all went through it. Like, guys,
all.
I'm sad. Go, be sad. We're not gonna say like, don't be sad.
yeah, we're gonna
You
ride
can
this
be
roller
sad.
coaster
Like,
with you.
okay, let's go be sad. Like, pagdaanan natin to, guys. Pero hindi pwedeng sad ka forever.
Totoo. That's
Oo.
that's what you have to
You
find.
can be sad, pero guys, okay, like I said, iba-iba. Iba-iba, like,
Yeah,
not from heartbreak, maybe from like a loss, ganun. So,
But we hope whatever you're going through, you get to
Yeah.
find people who will be supportive of whatever
you get
that
out
is.
of it, or
Yeah.
it really gets better. You just, have to look for the people to talk to, and you have to do the things that would help you.
Yeah.
Get out of it, get help.
And yeah, if you can't, cry out for help. People will listen. I am sure of it. If not everybody around close to you, people around you, they will hear you. Kahit hindi, minsan magugulat ka na lang, not your closest friends would ever hear you minsan. Kasi sila din minsan might be dealing with their own things. Okay, now, grabe,
Okay.
medyo yun
So, after all the feelings, the next level of self-awareness is knowing what the hell your blind spots are. And as we are all not perfect, we all suck at something. Like, we all have, like, flaws and whatever. And yun nga, basically, the point is we all suck as humans in some way. But let's see.
It
He
doesn't
wrote
end
here.
there. Yeah, diba? Being flawed doesn't
Yeah,
mean that.
if we know our weaknesses, they stop being our weaknesses somehow. And instead na magpaalipin ka sa weakness mo, tanggapin mo na lang na
Mahina ka
hindi
dyan."
ako magaling dito eh. So, in that way, you should take yourself less seriously. You can't be everything.
Exactly. You are
Like,
human.
Eto
diba?
na ako. Like, kunwari, ako, I thrive in analytical things because I'm an engineer. But if I become like a teacher, if I have like a day in Adrian's life, like, guys, mamamatay talaga ako on the spot. So, yung
Likewise.
ganon, alam ko na
Yun yung-
hindi ko to forte. I hate kids. I'm impatient. I'm sorry. Like, I'm very impatient. I am not loving. I mean, to kids.
Yeah.
Yung
She just has
ganon.
a struggle with dealing with kids. Pero like, yun nga, it was fun.
Tanggap ko. I'm aware ako na I'm impatient.
Saka hindi siya nasasad about it na I can't deal with kids. It's because she accepts herself na it's her flaw. Pero if she, she tried, okay? Like, she tried, guys.
Half
I'm
day
proud of
in the
her.
life.
Oo, half day in my shoes. Tinry niya magturo ng kids. Even though she didn't like it, she tried. So parang, for me, even if it's a weakness, it shouldn't stop you from trying.
Yeah.
Like, yun pa nga yun, dapat mong pag-aralan eh. Because if that's your weakness, work on it. At least try to be average at it. Ako, I think if I would be in Nicole's shoes, you'd see me just doing Facebook. Because I don't literally know what she's gonna do. Like, math, when I see numbers, automatic shiz that goes through my head, it's like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube
No.
natin to, kung paano ko gagawin. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not dumb, but I just forget about math now. But, girl.
Okay, so the next tip is learn your bullshit patterns. Like I said kanina, na if you notice that you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling a bit down, kunwari you're gonna be like, I don't know, playing video games for 12 hours and more. And ayun, so you need to sit yourself down and figure out, okay, what's going on with me? Parang nanonotice ko na hindi na naman ako kumakain, ganon. Yung mga ganon.
things.
Oo,
Like,
so
kasi it starts
blind
from the
spot mo
smallest,
yun eh.
ano.
Parang okay.
You wouldn't know kasi na it's harmful to everyone around you unless you notice it. Kahit kasi maliit yon, it snowballs eh. Like, it comes from, kaya magsa-start yan na hindi ka kakain ng lunch. And then, hindi ka na kumakain ng dinner.
Hanggang sa may
Hindi
ulcer
talaga
ka na.
Oo, hanggang sa acidic na yung chan mo.
Oo.
Susunod na yan. I mean,
Alamin mo na parang okay,
yan na paabutin sa ulcer. So, yun, you also
if pinaabot
notice
mo
it.
man, just ask for help. Ask your friends.
Yeah,
Talk
it
to your
may not be
friends. Talk to your
easy.
parents.
You try your best to ask for
Yeah.
help. I mean,
So
help always comes,
the next is recognize the problems you create for yourself. He said here that the problem he creates for himself is that he doesn't open up. So the problem he creates for himself is nahihirapan siya to deal with his problems. So, if you make a problem for yourself na matutulungan ka naman, like, go get help. Like, if someone else could help you improve, like, go. Kung na-hassle ka ng, okay, from like the fitness side of things, if you want to be payat or sexy or whatever, the problem you create for yourself is that you don't go to the gym.
Yeah. So
And
might as well start something.
start somewhere,
small.
guys. Start somewhere. Hindi yung magreklamo ka na lang na, I'm like this. I mean, I understand that we're all different. We all have different schedules. But
And
start
sometimes,
somewhere.
yeah,
And
doing
ano lang naman
something,
yun. Physical side. But like, kunwari,
Other
yun nga.
stuff.
mental side na hindi ka nag-open up
You
or
should try.
tinatago mo. Ang hirap no na parang may pinagdadaanan ka and ikaw lang yun. Parang in this world, we all need each other. And
Exactly.
that's true. Like, no man is an island, guys.
And you can
Go
try.
talk to your friends, talk to your parents, talk to your, I don't know, office mates.
That's how you could try starting talking to yourself. Like, you could write it down. Kahit ayaw mo ipalam, like, basta yun nga, dun sa part na acknowledging your feelings, you can write it down in a journal if you like. Just be more attentive to yourself.
Yeah.
Listen to yourself and your body and how it feels for you. Because sometimes, you forget that and just take on everybody else's feelings eh. And it's tiring. The world is tiring.
So the last tip about this is to be realistic. Like, guys, tanggapin nyo na some of us are just bad at this. Some of us are just good with this. Like, we deal with our happiness differently. Like, some people treat their happiness in a bad way or like express their happiness badly na parang masaya ako pero
Yeah, or,
like,
or
iba-iba tayo, guys.
they're
Tanggapin
happy with
nyo.
different circumstances. That doesn't make it
And
reasonable.
I
yeah.
feel like since we all have each other's weaknesses, that's where we could, help each other na weak ako dito. Like, alam mo yung in a barkada, iba-iba kayo ng ugali. But since iba-iba kayo ng ugali, that's what makes the barkada thrive.
Yeah.
You know?
'Cause you
If pare-pareho kayo ng
supplement,
ugali, parang ano na.
Sabugan na ba ito ng
Oo.
utak? Ganun na ba yun? Yeah, because honestly, each of our personalities as people complement other people din naman.
So we all have blind spots and it's up to you to be aware of what they are.
Not just
and-
for people around you, but for yourself. Kasi to be a better version of you, the best version you can, you have to be aware of your
Hindi
blind
mo,
spots. Yeah.
like, aware ka sa blind spots mo, pero hindi ibig sabihin, like, ipa-perfect mo, wala kang blind spots.
But you're just gonna
Like,
be aware.
tanggapin mo
Alam
na
lang.
parang, I'm weak here, and that's okay, guys.
Yeah, ano gagawin ko, di ba? And just,
Oo.
I try, I'm here.
Ito ako, guys, eh. Ganito ako. Anyway, so, the thing is, knowing your blind spots is, yun nga, you can ask your friends what they are, na parang, guys, ganito ba ako? Or,
Yeah, and
it helps.
saka if they are really true
Kasi,
friends,
oo.
they'll tell you talaga.
Yung
Like,
mga
upfront.
ka-close mo, they will help you know your blind spots if you don't
And
see
they
them.
wouldn't not accept you naman if they know. Wait, pag tinanong mo, they would really accept you fully. It's just, at least alam mo. And they're
Yeah.
willing to tell you where you're coming off as bad or whatever. But ganun yun. And yeah, to recap everything, so we're gonna talk about the tips again. The first tip is to
Know what you're doing.
know what you're doing. What else? And the second one
Next is know what you're feeling.
exactly acknowledge your emotions.
Yeah. And the last is knowing what your blind spots are.
And yeah, on the sub levels of these tips,
Yeah.
you have knowing these blind spots, controlling what's that again? What's the other one? Your other tip with blind spots.
Accepting them.
Accepting them, yeah. And when you acknowledge, accept, and then you try to be better
Yeah.
at them, or knowing and identifying where you're weak is, wala na, you get to figure out to change yourself for the better. And sometimes, minsan yung mga
Yeah.
weaknesses naman natin aren't bad eh.
Oo.
It what makes you beautiful, or I
True.
guess it what makes you like, a human person, and that's beautiful as it is. Being
Yeah.
human is beautiful.
So, yun. Anyway, he said here that the result of self-awareness has to be self-acceptance because it would be wasted if it doesn't result in self-acceptance. If it results to hate na parang, I hate myself because I'm like this, I'm like that, then sayang naman, guys. You can put to good use your self-awareness.
Yeah, and then the way you hate yourself, you can put it also into
Yeah.
good energy. You hate yourself because, you look like this. Well, maybe
Yeah,
you could try
tanggapin mo,
something
guys.
else.
Tanggapin
Yeah.
nyo na yan ka na.
Oo.
You have, room for improvement. Pero, that's you.
Yeah, if
Guys,
you find,
if you
like,
can improve on something, then go. But you don't have to,
change
perfect.
everything.
Hindi mo kailangan
Yeah.
i-perfect
And then,
lahat.
in physical appearances, alam ko, paulit-ulit naman natin, everybody has a different cup of tea.
Yeah.
And at least ikaw, be your own cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, we all have our thing. Okay. Like, honestly, we're all flawed. But,
True. Okay, he said here something na, it struck me. So, when we refuse to accept ourselves as we are, then we return to the constant need for numbing and distraction. And we will similarly be unable to accept others the way that they are. So we will not look for ways to we will look for ways to manipulate them, change them, or convince them to be a person they're not. That's why some of our relationships become transactional, conditional, and ultimately toxic and fail. So,
Yeah,
ayun.
see, those are people who are very, very toxic in your life sometimes. And you can't blame them minsan
Yeah.
because there are so many circumstances that push them to that. So, okay, to wrap everything up, we are, explaining again the importance of self-awareness and the benefits of it. As
Yeah.
from our personal experiences kasi, as
It helps.
like we've been through a lot nga. And then as friends kami nila Nicole, we always like right now kasi kami sa level of friendship na parang we ask each other like what you don't like about me? What do you find like something that's off-putting?
Kasi
And
ang
then,
tagal na naming friends, so
so parang we have
pwede
to
na.
find something new
pwede
about
na
it. Yeah.
guys, ano ba ako?
Oo.
Ano ba sa tingin nyo?
And then like when she said it, I was like, oh nga no, sige, like okay. Ano nga ba yung sinabi mo nun? Kasi sila Austin said impulsive. Ikaw, what did you say to me?
I forgot.
I forgot din yung sa'yo, I think, I told you like you were very mabait. Like
I'm a pushover.
Yan,
I'm a
that.
pushover, guys. And I know I am, but
Like,
I
yes,
can
she
improve.
is.
Pero like, I'm a pushover talaga, guys. I'm sorry.
Like, that's the biggest opposite between us both. Because I'm a fighter and like, she also
Yeah.
is a fighter, but she has to take a lot of shit before she fights.
Yeah,
back.
I have to like, get the hit. I have to be beaten down before I fight.
But me, I'm like, the first sign of fight, I'm like, let's get it on, bitch.
Fight me!
So being again self-aware has so many benefits. But we know it's difficult. We know it's
Yes.
hard. Because
You have to accept yourself. That's what's important, guys.
And
Don't
that's
be
what's hard.
self-aware and be self-hating. Be self-aware and self-loving
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
same time.
Yeah, so that's one of the deeper tips that we could talk about acknowledging ourselves. Because, knowing yourself deeper, we make lists. She made them.
I make a list about myself when I notice something about myself. As in, sobrang selfish vein nito or I don't give a hell. Alam mo, sinulat ko sa list ko na I like Smart Sea Lemon, I like Apollo Chocolate, I hate like bland food, mga ganon. As in little things. Kasi isipin nyo guys, if nagkaka-boyfriend kayo or girlfriend, alam nyo yung favorite food nila, favorite color, blah, blah, blah. Pero yung sa sarili nyo, alam nyo ba?
Like,
It's
you really
shocking.
remember it, diba?
Alam mo guys, na-shock ako na parang, oh my God, like sobrang effort ko sa nagiging boyfriend ko na parang dapat alam ko yung favorite color ng ano niya para naisip ko, alam ko ba yung ganun ko? Na parang, oh my God, like, I've been giving my energy to the wrong person. It's supposed to be for me.
Exactly.
Ganon.
So yeah, see, that's a
Yeah.
perfect way to end this wonderful podcast.
Thank you for having me. Charot, I'm always here,
Ah,
guys.
yeah. But like, I am really, really happy that I was able to record this podcast with her because we've been planning this for quite a while.
Because we always talk like this, honestly. We
Yeah,
always
so-
have a podcast
I know,
when we
like,
see each other.
so why not
Lalo
put
na
it to
last
good
year,
use?
guys. We were heartbroken last year. Ah!
Like, we are at the same spot that we were crying and like feeling our emotions together.
Yeah, we were at number 2.
And like she wouldn't tell me that I'm okay. No, she's gonna be like, I'm sad. Can I come over? Can we talk?
Can I cry there? Ganon.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sad too, bitch. Why? Because I miss him. Yeah, we were big clowns. I know. So there's so many things.
Okay.
So yeah, we were always very self-aware. So thank you guys for listening. You have
Thank
a
you.
great
If you made
night.
it here, good night.
I know. Thank you again. So I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.